Hi everyone, today we are going to discuss about power measurement of active and reactive power in three-phase circuits. Learning outcomes. After completion of this lecture, you will be able to learn measurement of power in three-phase balanced system using different methods. We based on the wattmeters using, we have a different kind of methods. Three methods. One is 1 wattmeter method, 2 wattmeter method, 3 wattmeter method. So power measurement by using 2 wattmeter method derivation we will going to do, and determination of power factor by using 2 wattmeter method. So power in three-phase balanced systems. These are the power equations. Okay. So real power or active power. This is the equation. Already we know, we have studied in electrical circuit 1. So power equals to 3 into power equals to 3 into V phase I phase cos theta. So for single phase systems already we know V into I cos theta, right? For three phase systems 3 into V into I cos theta. Okay. So similarly already we know the relation between V phi and I phi. This is the relation because voltage equals to current into impedance. Just substitute in term, instead of V phi. So if you substitute this, so you will get, this is the equation 3I square Z cos theta. Similarly instead of I, if you substitute I equals to V by Z, right? I equals to I phi equals to V phi by Z. Okay. Just substitute I phi value equals to V phi by Z. That's why we are writing 3V square cos theta by Z. Okay. So similarly, so root 3 into VL into IL cos theta. So next one is reactive power. So already we know reactive power means V into I into sin phi. So here for three phase systems 3 into VI sin phi. Okay. 3 into VI sin phi. Okay, or sin theta. So same the relation, suppose instead of voltage if you substitute V equals to IZ, so you will get this. Similarly instead of current, if you substitute V phi by Z, you will get this relation. Okay. So, and already we know for relation phase voltage and line voltage relation is phase voltage equals to, you can write VL by root 3. Just substitute that, so you will get root 3 VL IL sin theta. Okay. So next one is complex power. You can also call operant power. The complex power. So this is S equals to, it is denoted by S. So if you write 3 into V into I. Okay. So same you can write root 3 into VL into IL. Otherwise instead of voltage, if you substitute it is equals to I into Z, so you will get this relation. Okay, this relation. Similarly same thing for if you substitute instead of I current value, so you will get 3V square V square by Z. Okay, you will get that. So measurement of three phase active and reactive power. So the following methods are there to measure the active and reactive power. Okay. First method is single wattmeter method. Second one is 2 wattmeter method. Third one is 3 wattmeter method. Okay. Single wattmeter method, it is for only for balanced system. Okay. It is for only balanced system. It is for only balanced system. So 2 wattmeter method, it is for both balanced and unbalanced system. Okay. Both balanced and unbalanced system. Similarly 3 wattmeter method also, it is applicable to both balanced and unbalanced system. Okay. But so based on economical way, so suppose power you can balanced power you can measure with single wattmeter. What is the necessity of going 2 or more wattmeters? Okay. That's why the best economical method for three phase balanced system is single wattmeter method only. Okay. Otherwise, you can also use for 2 wattmeter method and 3 wattmeter method. The best economical method is single wattmeter method, because single wattmeter is enough to measure whole power. Okay, because suppose if you measure for single phase, so for all phases it is same. Okay, that's why you can multiply with 3, so that wattmeter reading. Okay. Next one is single wattmeter method. Okay. So this is the single wattmeter method for star connected load. Okay, this is the load. Okay, this is the load. Similarly, this is the load. Okay, this is the load. Okay, but in this is the wattmeter. Okay, this is the wattmeter. Okay, if you see, we have a 2 coils. One is, this is the coil and this is the coil. Okay, so this we will call the pressure coil, this we will call the pressure coil, this we will call the current coil. Okay, so it means current coil. Suppose where you want to measure the power, in that line you will establish the current coil. Similarly, where you want to measure, across that you will connect the pressure coil. Okay, this is the pressure coil. Suppose I want to measure the power for R phase system. That's why for R phase, so in line I have connected current coil. So in line I have connected current coil. So in across neutral point to R phase to neutral point. Okay, I have connected pressure coil. Okay, so now you can measure the power for R phase system. Okay. Okay. Similarly, this is for delta connected load. Okay. So this is for star connected load, this is for delta connected load. If you see here, it is just like this. Okay. So this is the, suppose this is the load. Okay, this is the load. So say this is R phase, P phase, Y phase. Okay, say RYB. So suppose I want to measure the power across here. So here you can connect the current coil, CC coil. So pressure coil also you can connect here. This is the pressure coil. Okay. So this is for delta connection, this is for star connection. So wattmeter reading how you will get means, so here the voltage across R phase, because I have connected R to neutral, so it is the phase voltage. Okay, this is the R phase current. Okay, so here the wattmeter reading you can get like V phase into I phase cos of angle between V phase and I phase. Okay, so this is the wattmeter reading. So suppose if you want to measure for 3 phases, so you can multiply with, so the total power it is equals to 3 into wattmeter reading. This is the wattmeter reading. So you will get like 3 into V phase into I phase cos theta. Similarly, suppose for if you want to measure the reactive power, so you can make it V phase into I phase sin of angle between V phase and I phase. Okay, so if you want to measure the total reactive power, it is equals to 3 into V phase I phase sin theta. Okay, this is with single wattmeter method. So now we are going for 2 wattmeter method. This is the 2 wattmeter method for star connected load. Okay, so this is the load. So here this is the load. This is the load for A phase, R phase. So we are making RA, LA. So similarly LB, RB, similarly RC and LC. Okay. So this is the loads. Suppose I want to measure the with 2 wattmeter, I want to measure total active power and reactive power. How we will measure means, so here, so if you connect current coil to any phases, so here I have connected R phase, okay, here I have connected to R phase, pressure coil I have connected to Y phase. Similarly, I want to measure B, so here current coil I have connected, okay, so pressure coil I have connected to Y phase, okay. So it means, so pressure coil I have connected to R phase to Y phase, similarly B phase to Y phase, current coils I have connected to R phase and B phase, okay. This is 1 wattmeter, okay, say wattmeter 1, so similarly this is wattmeter 2, okay, wattmeter 2, okay. Now we have to measure the power. So here you see the currents, this is the IRN, okay, this is the IRN, similarly this is IBN, okay. So if you see here wattmeter reading, suppose you want to measure the wattmeter 1, so wattmeter 1, what is the voltage across pressure coil means this is the pressure coil, right, here we have connected, here we have connected, it means VRY is the voltage across pressure coil, it means this is the VRY, okay, into, so what is the current flowing through the current coil, IRN, okay, IRN, so cos of VRY and IRN, okay, the angle between VRY and IRN, okay, this is the wattmeter 1 reading. Similarly, if you go for wattmeter 2, so wattmeter 2, so what is the voltage, this is VBY, okay, VBY, and current is IBN, cos of VBY and IBN, okay, this is the wattmeter 2 reading, okay. Now by using phasor diagram, we will derive what is the wattmeter 1 reading, what is the wattmeter 2 reading for balancer system, okay. Okay, this is the phasor diagram. So if you see here, this is the, suppose if you consider the difference is VRN, okay, it means phase voltage, R phase, if you consider VRN is the reference, okay. Similarly, this is VYN, because after 120 degrees we have considered the RYB, okay. If you consider the phase sequence is RYB, so we have considered the VRN, we have considered the VYN, okay. This is VBN, okay, this is VBN, okay. Suppose the load means this is the angle, how you will get means the current angle you will get based on RA, LA, okay, based on the load, okay. Suppose the load angle is say phi, okay, after phi, because our practical loads are lagging loads, that's why the current we have taken lagging, so after 5 degrees IRN we have considered, okay. Similarly, after 5 degrees I have considered IYN, similarly for IBN, okay, this is 5 degrees, okay. First we have considered the phase voltages, next we have considered the phase currents, or for star connected load line currents also, okay. Now we have to find out the line voltages. Suppose for wattmeter 1 already I have considered, so VRY IRN cos of angle between VRN and IRN, okay. So here VRY value, the angle between VRN and IRN we have to find out, okay. Suppose if you see where is the VRN value, so VRY value, okay. VRY means VRY, already previous class I told VRY means you have to consider VRN minus VYN, okay. So here VRN already it is there, VYN means opposite to this, okay, opposite to this you will get minus VYN. Okay, phasor summation of this VYN means opposite to this VRN is here. So this is the VRY value. Okay, this is the VRY value. Okay, this is the VRY value. Okay, so what is the angle here? Here VYN angle is in between VYN to minus VYN to VRN angle is 60 degrees. Okay, so it means it is off, it is 30 degrees. Okay, so what is the angle between VRY and IRN? This is the VRY value. Okay, this is the IRN value. Okay, so the total angle is, what is the angle? This is 30 plus 5. Okay, so you can make it like VRY. Okay, IRN cos of angle between this is 30 plus 5. Okay, 30 plus 5. Similarly for wattmeter 2 reading. Wattmeter 2 reading, what you will get? Wattmeter 2 equals to, so it is equals to VBY IBN cos of angle between VBY and IBN. Okay, where is the VBY? VBY means you can write here also VBY, you can write VBY equals to VBN minus VYN. Okay, this is the VYN, minus VYN means this. So VBY is this. Okay, VBN minus VBYN. So this is the VBY value. Okay, so what is the angle between these? Okay, this is the angle is 30 degrees. Okay, 30 degrees. Okay, VBN to IBN angle is 5 degrees. What is the angle between IBN and VBY? This is the VBY, this is the IBN. So the angle is, so you can get 5 minus 30 degrees. 5 minus 30 degrees. So you can write like VBY IBN cos 5 minus 30 degrees. Okay, this is the wattmeter 2 reading, this is the wattmeter 1 reading. Okay. So the reading of first wattmeter, if you see W1 equals to VRY. Okay, W1 equals to VRY IRN cos of angle between VRY and IRN. Okay, so here VRY IRN cos 30 plus 5 already we have derived, right? Okay, so this VRY what you can write? This is the VRY means line voltage. Line voltage means for balanced system all the magnitudes of VRY, VYB, VBY, okay, VBR, okay, all are the magnitude is same. Okay, this is equals to VL. VL equals to root 3 into V phase you can write. Okay, that's why instead of VRY directly we have written root 3 into VP. Okay, so instead of IRN, this IRN means this is the for star connected network, phase current and line current both are same. That's why we have write IR instead of IRN directly we have made IP. Okay, cos 30 plus 5. This is the wattmeter 1 reading. Okay, next the reading of second wattmeter. So if you see the second wattmeter, W2 equals to VBY IBN cos the angle between VBY and IBN. Okay, so here already we had derived the angle between VBY and IBN is 30 minus 5. Okay, so this is cos 30 minus 5. So instead of VBY directly we made it root 3 into V phase. So instead of IBN we written I phase. Okay, cos 30 minus 5. Okay, this is the wattmeter 2 reading. Okay, so next if you make both wattmeter readings addition, what you will get? Okay, so here the sum of two wattmeters it is equals to, so just add these equations, root 3 V phase I phase cos 30 plus 5, similarly root 3 V phase I phase cos 30 minus 5, just make it common, root 3 V phase I phase, so you will get cos 30 plus 5 plus cos 30 minus 5. Okay, So this is the, after addition you will get this. Okay, you make, this is the common. So here this is just like a cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. Okay, after simplification you will get like 2 cos 30 cos 5. Okay, finally 3 V phase I phase cos 5 will get. Okay, so it means you can V phase already you can write VL by root 3. Okay, V phase equals to, if you write V phase equals to VL by root 3, okay, what you will get? You will get this root 3 VL into IL cos 5. Okay, this is just, if you see previous first slide, this is the active power formula. Okay, so active power formula is P equals to 3 V phase I phase cos 5. Okay, it is equals to root 3 VL IL cos 5. Okay, so this is the active power. Okay, sum of the 2 wattmeters it will give the total active power of 3 phase circuit. Okay, so the total active power consumed equal to wattmeter 1 plus wattmeter 2 readings. Okay, similarly suppose if you make difference of this, what you will get? So W2 minus W1 you will get, so W2 minus W1 you will get here also root 3 V phase I phase common, so you will get cos 30 minus 5 minus cos 30 plus 5. Okay, this is also just like a cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. Okay, after simplification you will get 2 sin 30 sin 5. Okay, finally after simplification you will get like root 3 V phase I phase sin 5. Okay, so the difference of 2 wattmeter readings you will get W2 minus W1. So if you make simplification of this, you will get root 3 V phase I phase 2 sin 30 sin 5. So finally you will get root 3 V phase I phase sin 5. Okay, so next if you multiply with root 3, what you will get? If you multiply with root 3 you will get like root 3 into W2 minus W1. So it is just like a 3 V phase I phase sin 5. Okay, it is just like if you substitute V phase equals to VL by root 3, so you will get, this is the equation. Okay, root 3 VL IL sin 5. Okay, so it is just like a reactive power formula. Okay, reactive power formula is 3 V phase I phase sin 5, it is equals to root 3 VL IL sin 5. Okay, it means root 3 into the difference of wattmeter, it will give the total reactive power of the circuit. Okay, so from about 2 expressions, okay, it means W2 minus root 3 into W2 minus W1, this is the expression, and another expression is the addition of the, this is the one expression, the another expression is the addition of the wattmeters. Okay, what it will give? So this it will give. Okay, so root 3 into W2 minus W1, it will give 3 V phase I phase 3 V phase I phase sin 5. Okay, and W2 plus W1, it will give 3 V phase I phase cos 5. Okay, so this one and this one get cancelled. So finally you will get root 3 into W2 minus W1 by W2 plus W1, it is equals to tan 5 you will get. Okay, so from this one, or you can get like W2 minus W1 by W2 plus W1, it is equals to tan 5 by root 3. Okay, you can get like this. Okay, or you can also make it phi equals to tan inverse root 3 into W2 minus W1, W2 plus W1. Okay, so this is the angle, power factor angle. Okay, if you know the wattmeter readings, wattmeter 1, wattmeter 2 readings, you can find out the power factor angle reading. Okay, once if you find out the power factor angle, so you can find out the power factor of the load. Okay, so variation of 2 wattmeter readings with change in power factor of the load current. Okay, suppose the power factor of the load if you change, so how the wattmeters are behaving, okay, what is the wattmeter readings, okay. Suppose if you see here the power factor is unity, okay, the power factor is unity means power factor is unity, and it means cos phi equals to 1, okay. What is the phi value? It is equals to 0 degrees, okay, because cos phi equals to 1 means phi equals to cos inverse of 1, okay, the value it will give the phi equals to 0. If you make it phi equals to 0, what is the wattmeter reading? Just substitute here W1 equals to, so V L I L cos 30 plus phi 1 wattmeter, another wattmeter means VL IL cos 30 minus phi, okay, 30 degrees minus phi, okay. So just substitute the phi value. So if you substitute phi value equals to 0, so what you will get? VLIL cos 30. Similarly here also VLIL cos 30, okay. The both wattmeters it will give the positive readings and also the magnitude is equal. So both wattmeter 1, wattmeter 2 it will give the positive values, okay, positive values. So similarly the magnitude of the wattmeter 1 and wattmeter 2 both are same, okay. So similarly suppose the angle 0 degrees to 60 degrees, okay, 0 degrees to 60 degrees. Suppose if you substitute the suppose phi equals to 30, say this is example phi equals to 30, what you will get? So this cos 60 you will get and this cos 0 you will get, okay. It means here both it will give the positive values, okay. Wattmeter 1, wattmeter 2 it will give the maximum value and wattmeter 1 it will give the less value, okay. Here I have taken cos 30 minus phi, okay. So this cos 30 plus phi, okay. One of the wattmeter it is giving the, so phi equals to 60 means one of the wattmeter it will give the 0, it means cos 60, phi equals to 60 means cos 90 it is 0, okay. And this one is cos 30 minus phi, it means cos 60, cos 30 degrees. Just substitute the 30 minus 60 means cos 30 degrees, it will give the positive values. Similarly, suppose if you go for angle is 60 to 90, 60 to 90 means just substitute the some value. So suppose if you substitute the value, so here you will get one is positive reading, another one is negative reading, okay, for more than the 60 to 90. Suppose for 90 degrees, one it will give the positive, another one negative, but the thing is the wattmeter readings will be both are same, okay. Just substitute the angle values. The wattmeter 1 it will give the VLIL cos 30 minus 5 and wattmeter 2 VLIL cos 30 plus 5. Just substitute the phi values for different values, you will get the wattmeter readings whether it is positive or negative. At phi equals to 90, so you will get the power factor is 0. So here the wattmeter readings is both are equal, magnitude is equal, okay, but this will be positive, this will be negative. So this is the 3 wattmeter method. So what we have done in case of single phase wattmeter method, so same thing, so each phase we will measure. So suppose if you want to measure this phase, okay, this if you want to measure this phase, so here you will connect the current coil, this is the load, so the pressure coil you will connect here, okay. For all phases you will connect the same, okay. This is for R phase, suppose this is for Y phase, this is for B phase, okay. For all phases you will connect. Similarly same thing for star connected load, okay. Here we have made current coil and this is the pressure coil to, okay, neutral connection, this is the neutral connection where S is neutral only, okay. For other phases also same thing will measure. It means by using 3 wattmeter method you can use the power, okay, you can measure the power, okay. So here it means the addition of all wattmeter it will give the total active power and similarly same thing you can measure the reactive power, okay. So this is not economical to measure the power, okay. So for balanced system single wattmeter is enough to measure the power. Similarly for unbalanced system 2 wattmeters is enough to measure the power, okay. measurement of reactive power using single wattmeter. Okay, so this is the single, suppose say this is one load, this is the star connected load. Okay, so just I didn't mention the star connected load, so but this is the, take it as a star connected load. So here I want to measure the, by using single wattmeter method, single wattmeter, I want to measure the reactive power in the circuit. Okay, so what is the reactive power formula? Root 3 into VL IL sin phi. Okay, so here if you see, this is the wattmeter. So here I have connected current coil to the R phase, the pressure coil it is connected between, so Y phase to B phase. Okay, Y phase to B phase. Okay, now it means the wattmeter reading means here it is equals to the voltage value, it is equals to V by B. Okay, the current flowing through the current coil is IR. Okay, the angle between V by B IR. Okay, so say this is, if you want to measure the reactive power, sine of, so VR. So if you want to measure the wattmeter reading means cos of V by B and IR. Okay, so if you want to measure the wattmeter reading means current flowing through the current coil you have to see. So here the IR is the current coil, similarly the voltage across pressure coil you have to find out. This is the V by B. So this is the V by B IR cos of the angle between V by B and IR. Okay, so now if you see, this is the phasor diagram. So if you see, if you consider the VRN is the reference. Okay, same previous case how we have done, same thing you have to do. VRN is the reference. Okay, this is the VYN, this is the VBN. Okay, this is the VBN. Okay, what we want, the wattmeter reading it is equals to V by B. Okay, IR cos of V by B and IR. Okay, so V by B, where V by B means you can write V by B equals to VYN minus VBN. Okay, so VYN minus VBN. Okay, here this is the VBN, so minus VBN means this you will get. So phasor summation of this you will get like V by B. Okay, phasor summation of this you will get V by B. This is V by N, this is the minus VBN. Phasor summation V by B you will get. Okay, V by B we got IR. IR it is also equals to IRN. Where is the IRN value? This is the IRN value, because for star connected network already I said IR equals to IRN. So the angle is phi. Okay, so now what is the angle between this? So this is the angle between this and this is 90 degrees. Okay, this is 90 degrees. Okay, the angle between V by B and IRN means what is the angle? Okay, this it will give the, so this is phi, this is 90, it means this angle it will give the 90 minus phi. 90 minus phi. Okay, otherwise just see here. Just see here, this is the V by B value. So already this is the VRN, the angle is phi to IRN. So the angle is, this is the 90 degrees. So this is 90, this is phi. So what is the angle you will get? 90 minus phi you will get. Okay, just substitute here. So you will get W equals to VRN, so V by B and IR cos 90 minus phi. Okay, this you will get W equals to VL IL sin phi you will get. Okay, sin phi you will get. Suppose if you multiply for this wattmeter root 3 into W, so what you will get? You will get, what you will get? Suppose you have multiplied root 3 into W, so you will get root 3 into VL IL sin phi. Okay, so what you will get? So this it will give the reactive power of the circuit, because if you see the reactive power formula is root 3 into VL into IL sin phi. The reading of wattmeter VYB IRN cos the angle between VYB and IRN. Okay, so the angle between VYB and IRN is 90 minus 5. Just substitute it here. So here VYB means line voltage, IRN means it is line current as well as phase current. Okay, just substitute here. This is VL. You can also call IL here. Okay, instead of IP you can write IL. Okay, so finally root 3 into V phase I phase sin phi. Just multiply root 3 for that wattmeter reading. So you will get the total reactive power of the circuit. Okay. So these are the questions. For next class, just study this. Write 3-phase power equation and the power factor angle equation for 2 wattmeter method. And last one is draw the circuit diagram for 2 wattmeter method. Okay. Measurement of power in 3-phase systems. Okay. Thank you.